Снова на путешествиях по Хогвартсу.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
Мы находимся в Нижнем Хогсвите. Так, и сейчас, наверное, я вернусь обратно в Хогвартс, дабы получить уже изучить новое заклинание и дальше продвинуться по какому-то нашему сюжету необходимому. Так, выход в библиотеке вон там. Так, что у нас тут по заданиям? Вот. Так, я же выполнил, да? Посетить занятия по защите темных искусств. Так, идем на занятия по защите темных искусств. Можете ускорить время, использовав...
Professor, I wondered, did you attend Hogwarts?
I did. I am a proud member of Ravenclaw House. Why do you ask?
I was curious as to how Hogwarts has changed over the years.
I see. Well, the castle itself, as I'm sure you have surmised, is full of surprises. I dare say more than the staircases change around here. As for the students, well, they seem to get more capable every year. Although, we got up to just as much mischief in my day as you seem to now. I used to look the other way at all sorts of roguery when I was head girl. I can tell you, however, that I did once admonish a certain Phineas Nigellus Black for enjoying a sugar quill during a lecture.
I hadn't realized that you and Professor Black were, students here together.
Appearances can be deceiving. You see, I was once wounded by time itself.
Ого.
Time itself? I never would have imagined such a thing.
Ah, well, it was the risk I took with my prior position. You may or may not have heard that I was an unspeakable at the Ministry for years.
An unspeakable? What does...
As you might suspect, I cannot speak about what we did. Suffice it to say, the job was not without its hazards. Now, I hope I've satisfied your curiosity for the moment.
You have. Thank you for speaking with me, Professor.
Keep up with your wand work. One must always be prepared for mischief, both inside and outside of the castle.
То есть я могу просто с ней поговорить, а сейчас мне нужно, типа... использовав карту и нажав...
I hope you were able to take care of everything I had asked you to do.
Professor, I completed all of your most recent assignments.
Well done. Then you're ready to learn Expelliarmus. Pay close attention. The disarming charm may often be all you need to defeat the most powerful dark witches and wizards you might encounter. Spellcasting requires a focused mind and a steady wand. Good work. The dummy is here if you wish to stay and practice. Expelliarmus, you seem to have the right end of the stick, but keep practicing. Expelliarmus may save your life one day.
Incendio. Leviosa. Accio. Expelliarmus. Leviosa. Accio. Incendio. Expelliarmus.
Огонь. Прикольно. Так, ну ладно, пойдем уже на занятия по травологии. Так, ключик. Ключик, это очень интересно. А куда ты улетел?
Revelio.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
Тренируемся скорость реакции вместе с Hogwarts Legacy. Посмотрим, насколько у вас ловкие пальчики. Нажимайте на X. Нет, насколько ловкие пальчики, чтобы шлепать ключик. Сейчас, вот сейчас точно. Ах ты ж. Ура! С 10-й попытки.
Revelio.
Так, где-то здесь ключик должен быть. Так, давайте попробуем разгадать, как это вообще работает. Ну, вот этот, типа... Получается 0, 1, 2, 3. Это 9. 0, ой, 1. Нет. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 0. 9, 9, 0. 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. 5, 9. 14, это 3. 0. 0, 1, 2, 3.
I managed to conjure a hedgehog once, but
I asked him to carter tutor me in Transfiguration.
Так, и 21 минус 11 это 10, и минус 2 8. 8 это... Паук. Это как-то странно работает. Загадка.
oh dear, I shall get in.
Is everything all right?
Oh, hello. Thank you for asking. I'm Cressida, by the way, and I'm afraid everything's not all right. I may be in a spot of trouble with the librarian. You see, I'm fond of creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfected my light as a feather charm to use on my library books. My arms get so tired carrying them around all day. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation, because when I opened my bag just now in the library, they literally took flight.
Это мне надо
That sounds a rather
сейчас
complicated way to
пойти
simply
ловить
carry on
книжки,
books.
да?
Possibly. But where's the fun in simplicity? New charms and spells have to come from someone. Why not me? I collect the books and remove the charm myself. Except this isn't the first time one of my charms has threatened the peace of the library. Our meet told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around. So she said that if I caused her any more trouble, she'd write to my parents. Perhaps you could get them for me. There are only 5. She won't be suspicious of a new student looking around.
Why did Army tell Madame Scribner that they were your books?
Oh, to be perfectly honest, I don't think he meant any harm. I think he was impressed, bragging on my behalf. Amit spends a lot of time gazing at the stars, but he knows a good charm when he sees one.
I suppose I could help, if I have the time.
Oh, I'd very much appreciate it. One of the books is my diary. I'd rather it not fall into the wrong hands. If you could collect them and bring them to me, I can remove the charm.
Я не буду тебе дневник отдавать.
Incendio! Revelio!
Я слышу ключ.
What does it matter whether we even do our homework? I just want to be a baker on Carnival.
Где ты? А, вот ты где.
Professor Weasley said
Да блин, ну он должен был сейчас туда лететь. Раз. 2. 3. Лети, лети, лети. Да блин. Ну сейчас. Ну пойдем снова в библиотеку сходим.
I'm going to have to use Akio to get those books. Got it. Only 4 more to go. Akio! This must be Cressida's diary. I'd want this back too if I were her.
Сегодня был хороший день, пока Гаррет не опрокинул свое дурацкое зелье. Блин. Ну?
Revelio.
Покажешься? Или не стоит? Ну ладно, пойду ключик. Когда сделаю. Сколько было? Раз, два, три. Блин. Ну, он сейчас полетит. Раз, два, мини 3. Ах ты ж. Летающий ключ. Раз, два, три. Три. Раз. Ого, перемещается-то как. Ну вот он сейчас полетит обязательно сразу. Ну лети. Дурацкий ключ. Ей! С 20-й попытки получилось. Удивительно.
Revelio.
Ладно, почитай тогда дневник. Что она тут написала? О. Сегодня был хороший день, пока Гаррет не опрокинул свое дурацкое зелье в златоглазок, которых я так долго настаивала. Пришлось вылить весь котел и начать заново. Он просто невыносим. Думает, что ему нет равных в зельеварении и постоянно срывает уроки профессора Шарпа своими экспериментами. Одно я могу сказать точно. Если бы Гаррет был племянником профессора Уизли, не был племянником профессора Уизли, его бы уже исключили из школы. Сегодня на ужин снова каменная рыба. Она даже начинает мне нравиться. Хотя мясной пирог все равно вкуснее. Я думал, что-то важное. Интересное. Че, я могу просто так в запретную секцию теперь спуститься? Никто мне слова не скажет.
Reading can be as magical as any spell. Why can't students see that?
Так, ну и где эта книжка последняя?
Revelio.
Она не хочет появиться? Нет? Или это тоже типа забагалось? Там за ней что-то есть. Я могу туда попасть. Так, ладно, предположим, я приду сюда попозже. У меня появились задания немножко поважнее.
Can't seem to master the Wiggenweld potion. That's why stirring techniques get off.
Нормально так ему прописал.
I heard an Exora lives in a hamlet outside of
Revelio.
I think I would quite like to over years fighting dark wizards.
Incendio.
She's written to me nearly every day. Family hours exhausted.
All of my siblings are
Revelio.
I believe she said that's
dead person.
Колокола три сестры, говорят, названы так в честь трех прекрасных, но очень крутых хребтов, которые величественно возвышаются над долиной Аргилшира. Ходят слухи, что когда они звонят в замке, их мелодия разносится по долине и всему высокогорному региону. Местные жители уже много лет сбиты с толку таинственным звоном.
Revelio.
Эта сломанная метла принадлежала Селене Вертнобе. Ходят слухи, что это все, что осталось после того, как она настояла на демонстрации своих экспериментальных чар лунной трансгрессии своим товарищам-третьекурсникам. Никто не знает, удалось ли ей это.
Revelio. Revelio.
Ипопотончики — это волшебные летающие насекомые, производящие патоку, которая при употреблении пищи вызывает меланхолию. Они питаются крапивой и гнездятся в темных и укромных местах. К сожалению, известно, что они заражают ульи, оказывая пагубное воздействие на мед внутри них.
Revelio. These dry vines are one spark away from becoming kindling. Incendio. Revelio.
Лол. Странно. Какой-то данжен.
This must be the entrance to the hidden herbology corridor. Devil's Snare seems to thrive in darkness. Perhaps it doesn't care for light. Lumos. Accio. Lumo. Incendio. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos.
Прочные дуэльные перчатки. Все, значит, здесь ничего больше интересного нету, да? Ну ладно, тогда пойдем дальше.
Lumos. Seems the Devil's Snare was protecting a chest of some kind.
Шапка эпохи Возрождения.
Revelio. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos. I imagine a piece of that enormous venomous tentacula would be enough for Duncan to prove his bravery. Incendio. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos.
Выйти, теплица, выйти. Я думал, драться надо будет. Ну, блин. Весь кайф обломали. Так. Дуэльные перчатки путешественника. Кайф? Кайф.
Revelio.
Дерево в теплице. Это гигантское дерево стоит в центре теплицы Хогвартса. Его система корней столь же глубока и запутана, как и подземелье самой школы.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was.
Revelio.
Так. Ждать. Я не хочу ждать. Я хочу обыскать все возможные точки интереса мои. Пока жду. Я же все-таки исследую Хогвартс. Правильно?
What are you up to now?
Так, а если выйти, получается, что будет? А, вот это я как раз вот сюда пришел. Отсюда. Так. Угу. А чё, я же карту открывал. Так. Непривычно, что на квадрат нажимаешь, чтобы переместить. Крест — это отметка. Ну, ничего, нормально.
Have
Все
you found
идет.
anything to prove my bravery yet?
Hello, Duncan. I have the proof you wanted.
That's one leaf. Must have been a giant venomous tentacula. It's even more than I expected. I knew you were the one to ask. I appreciate you getting it for me.
Я не знаю, ну не знаю. Ладно, пока что так приду, а потом хочу посмотреть, что
This is
будет.
sure to put an end to Puffskein Dunking for good when I show everyone in the common room tonight. This'll show Everett how ridiculous that nickname was. Thank you again, and have a good day. I know I will. Thank you for all of your help. No more Puffskein Dunking for me.
Вот, библиотека. Что, появилась? Книжка моя.
Revelio.
Книжка моя, где ты, книжка? Ну, она же не могла просто так куда-то исчезнуть. Что я не могу никак найти ее и в итоге с ней взаимодействовать.
That's the last book. Now to take them back to Cressida.
Ура.
Any luck finding my diary?
Hello, Cressida. I collected your books, including your diary.
Oh, what a relief. Thank you. I'll happily take the heavy lot off your hands now.
Unless you want your classmates to know how you really feel about them, you might reward me for my time.
Oh, you're not at all who I thought you to be.
And you're not who I thought you to be. Based upon your diary, you seem terribly judgmental.
Fine. I shall pay you. But you cannot begin to imagine what I shall be writing about you next. Should never have trusted them.
Ха-ха. Испортил отношения с девкой и заработал 300 бабок. Нормально.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Ну ладно, подождем.
Good morning, Professor Garlick.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie.
Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bowl. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. Should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone! Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a brief word with our new student.
I wonder if I do wonder about Professor Fig. He's hardly ever in his classroom. Most strange.
Did you know that you can use the mandrake to defend yourself? Why, the very idea.
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
I should think Professor Garlick would be more careful with her mandrakes.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
I'll say, nearly went deaf.
Well, yes. Of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal, so remember to keep those ears protected. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Miffler's Fancy or roses?
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
What should I be doing right now?
I'd like you to get some hands-on experience with the Chinese chomping cabbages. They're in the greenhouse, just across the footbridge. Mr. Pruitt will assist you with them.
Ага.
Keep at it.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there. But your lead.
Иди вперед, а я за тобой.
Defense against the dark arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant. Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping cabbage.
Это все в один день?
Go on. Grab a few Rebellion. Just mind your fingers. I almost got the stuff.
Эти похожие на редиску оранжевого цвета фрукты парят вверх ногами, когда вырастают. Некоторые считают, что они могут обострять восприимчивость человека ко всему необычному.
See that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest. Look at that! They'll chomp them until they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Thank you, Professor, but looking after plants isn't all that thrilling to me.
I think you'll come to see that the fruit is well worth the labor. As we herbologists like to say, tend to your plants and they'll tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Ладно, буду просто играть.
Only cost me my damned hearing.
To make anything grow, we must first understand it. That goes for plants as well as friendships. Kindness and concern are as necessary in the green.
Shouldn't there be Aurors or someone from the Ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade?
Professor Black would never allow that. It would make him look completely incompetent, which he is.
I saw all about it on Professor Sharp's desk. I bet he knows more than he's letting on about the cause of venom.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wigan-Weld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippin's, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion.
Professor Sharp said that Wigan-Weld potion can treat injuries. Hope I never need it.
My Wigan-Weld potion's utter rubbish. Wish I could just replace it with one from J. Pippin's.
Don't fret if you run out of ingredients. I simply grow most of what I need.
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror. I wish he talked about it more.
I was impressed that you were able to answer Professor Sharp's question about the Wigan-Weld potion.
Oh, you're the new student. I've heard much about you. Thank you. I'm Amit, by the way. Pleasure, truly. And I've never seen anyone brew such a flawless Wiggenweld potion on their first try. Well done.
I'm glad I was able to get it right the first time.
You must simply have a knack for potion making. Some students seem so confounded by potion recipes, it's as if they're written in gobbledygook. A fascinating language, by the way. Neither here nor there, really, but I am a self-taught speaker. Merlin's beard, good conversation is the enemy of free time. I must return my book, Gateway to the Far Stars, before my next class. Speaking of stars, we'll be in astronomy together. You'll love it. Professor Shaw is firm, but quite clever. See you soon, no doubt.
Fine job brewing your first Wiggenweld potion. But there are many potions yet to learn. This is going to be a busy year.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I don't know, Gareth. I don't want to get on Sharp's bad side.
You won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Sharp won't even miss it.
I've enough to worry about collecting the ingredients he wants me to get. I'm afraid I can't help you.
I understand. I'll sort something else out.
Can you remind me what you needed again?
I was hoping you could get me a Fwooper feather from Sharp's office. It's the last ingredient I need to complete my potion.
A well-prepared witch. There's a few potions on hand.
Распоряжение. Отправитель мракоборческий центр. Тема Горбин и Беркес. В последнее время возле магазина Горбин и Беркес наблюдается нездоровое оживление в неурочные часы. Особенно после полуночи к черному ходу доставляют подозрительные вида свертки. С учетом репутации магазина мы решили увеличить число мракоборцев, ведущих наблюдения. Вы входите в их число. Ожидайте дальнейших указаний.
Your potion should not be that color, Miss McDowell.
Can you remind me what you needed again?
I was hoping you could get me a Fwooper feather from Sharp's office. It's the last ingredient I need to complete my potion.
Should you chop the Didney or crush it? The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
Я на самом деле думал то, что варка зелий будет какой-то тоже мини-игрой, а не просто закинул и смотришь, как оно варится 40 секунд. Ну, конечно, ты можешь пойти и другими делами позаниматься, но это все равно такое очень странное. Странное решение. Ключи пришлепывать ты можешь, а кнопки нажимать, когда зелье варится, нет.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and that's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to. Ah!
Get it! Again.
Dragon Dog! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again.
I brewed an Edorus potion as you asked, Professor.
Glad you managed to stay on task. Not every class is so eventful. I saw Mr. Weasley speaking with you earlier. He can be quite persuasive. Glad you managed to resist. You've done well today. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
That was an interesting class.
Wasn't precisely what I had in mind, but it was still brilliant. Thought for certain you'd have helped.
I'm glad I avoided trouble. Sharp certainly seemed upset with you.
His bark's worse than his bite. I think deep down he respects my artistic spirit. Sharp may seem gruff, but I'd bet a few galleons he blew up a potion or two in his day. Best be off. Next time we talk, I promise, fewer explosions.
Greetings, young Slytherin. Scrope knows about the old book you found for Professor Fig. Scrope can help you. And you can help Scrope. Get to the courtyard past the pendulum. If you don't know it, you'll see it easy enough. And don't tell anyone what you're up to. Especially Professor Black.
I don't understand why people go on about banishment being difficult. It's only one incantation.
Звучит максимально подозрительно.
Are going to reek from Gareth's inspiration for the rest of term.
Меня зовет какой-то домашний
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
гном навстречу вне Хогвартса. И при этом не говорит ничего профессору Фигу. Очень подозрительно. Нет, игра меня заставляет идти навстречу с ним. Хотя мне не нравится эта затея. А, это рядом с ним перо летит. Так, а здесь что? Ого. Внутренний двор.
Incendio. Accio. Levioso. Expelliarmus.
Ну, блин. Ничего не сработало. Нет, ну это по-любому факел какой-то.
Revelio. Levioso. Incendio.
Ключик. Куда ты полетишь? А, вот куда ты прилетел. Обалдеть, с первого раза. Так, ну ладно, побегу дальше.
Incendio. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Accio. Revelio.
На этой карте изображен Аргелишер, регион в Шотландии, где находятся Гербинские острова, родина гебридского черного дракона. Десмонд Долговязый. Это статуя волшебника Десмонда Долговязого, высокого и худого волшебника, который, кажется, очень гордится собой. По какой причине никто точно не знает.
Revelio.
Блин, а можно дуэли побольше?
Revelio. Levioso! Accio! Expelliarmus!
Ну да. Значит, надо как-то сделать так, чтобы она там замерла. Скроуп знает, что вы отыскали книгу. В ней ведь чего-то не хватает. Скроуп считает, что привлекать лишнее внимание опасно. Скроуп поставил еще одну записку. Она лежит в кругу камней за мостом. Будьте осторожны и никому не говорите об этом.
Scrope? Who is Scrope? Revelio.
Колодец 4 тварей. Некоторые студенты верят, что любой, кто завоевал доверие всех 4 тварей, может загадать желание у этого колодца, будь то рядом с Фистралом, Грифоном, Химерой или Гиппогрифом. Так, я еще ключик слышал. Если я не ошибаюсь.
Revelio.
Оба, у меня снаряжение заполнено полностью. Интересно. Блин, кайф. Вид просто крутой.
Revelio.
Он сказал за груды камней. Записка. А, вон. Вы почти на месте. Теперь спуститесь к тыквам, они неподалеку от круга камней, а записка будет в одной из них. Возможно, вы сможете помочь несчастному Скроупу.
Pumpkins. Ah, I think I know just the place. Revelio.
А зачем вот эти штуки здесь? Наверняка не просто так, 3 штуки целых. Уф.
Revelio.
Инструменты смотрителя. Можно было бы предположить, что этот набор инструментов следует заколдовать, чтобы использовать для создания всевозможной мебели. Для уютной хижины любых, даже самых невероятных размеров. Да, мои ячейки заполнены, я так и понял.
Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
I should investigate.
Да, вот я спустился сюда, чё толку-то? Места в инвентаре-то нету.
Revelio.
Вы из Слизерина, и поэтому наверняка уже сгораете от любопытства. Приходите на заброшенный причал, Скроу будет ждать вас там.
Down to the water's edge. This had better not be a trick.
Levioso. Accio. Levioso. Incendio.
Ну, отменить чары там.
Levioso. Accio.
That...
Оказывается, надо было спустить. Вот это новости. Случайно прошел испытание Мерлина. Ей, беседочка. Ладно.
Thank you for coming all this way. The name's Scrope. Scrope serves the headmaster. Been in the Black family for years. Apologies for the abundance of notes. Scrope wanted to be sure you weren't followed.
What's this all about? Your notes mention the book I found in the restricted section.
Scrope can tell you more in exchange for your help, but no one, especially the headmaster, can know.
Undermining the headmaster and getting something in return. Continue.
Oh, Scrope does not intend to undermine the headmaster. In fact, Scrope wants to surprise him. Scrope's late mistress, Apollonia Black, may she rest in peace, was a student at Hogwarts over 50 years ago. Before she died, she spoke with passion of pages ripped from a book. Scrope suspects she took them to her private grotto. She was delirious at the end, poor thing. Mistook belladonna for elderberries. Scrope tried to warn her.
I'm sorry to hear that. But how do you benefit if I find the pages?
Scrope believes that a treasured Black family ring is also in the grotto. Scrope wishes to give it to the headmaster. Apollonia forbade Scrope from entering the grotto long ago. Scrope continues to honour her wishes. Scrope would not dare ask a student for help, but when Scrope learned you were looking for those pages, Scrope thought you might also find the ring.
How did you know that I'd found a book and that it's missing pages?
Scrope and the other house elves are good at staying out of sight. Scrope hears and sees many things in the castle. Scrope knows how to keep secrets.
How did you injure your ear?
The Blacks have a tradition of decapitating their house elves when their service is no longer required. One day, dear Apollonia was understandably frustrated with Scrope and got a bit too eager with a cleaver. Scrope was able to convince the sweet girl of his value and now views this small injury as a reminder of her good heart.
Tell me more about this treasured ring.
Oh, it's adorned with the Black family crest. The headmaster would be pleased with Scrope for returning it.
It seems this may help us both. I shall do it.
Scrope is relieved. Scrope hoped the young Slytherin would be willing to help. Take this toast to the grotto just down the coast and place it on the pedestal there. Good luck. Scrope will wait right here for you. Best of luck finding your pages and the ring.
А, как он меня попал? Только что. Так, я осознал, что мне не стоило этим заниматься. Капуста, жри их. Ей. Капуста молодец. Нет, 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 прыгай, прыгай, залазь, залазь, залазь. Фуф. Ну, погнали. Ну, когда они поодиночке, в принципе, можно еще сражаться. Но когда я типа заграл на себя... А, как же долго замахивался. Уф. Нет. Фуф. Я надеюсь, больше не будет этих жутких тварей. Ладно, хорошо. Проще в Хогсмит переместиться, продать все и потом прийти.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Come on in. Healing potions are a specialty here, should you need any.
Меня интересует, что я могу тебе продать.
Very good. Never hurts to keep my stocks replenished.
Мощного зелья, которое наносит урон. Практически невидимым.
A wise decision. Thank you.
Угу. Боевые инструменты.
I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Так. Ну, полетели обратно, получается. Нет, мне нужна карта. И мне нужна карта Хогвартса. Вот. Просто переместиться вот сюда. Так, и идем к гроту. Ой, я чё, помер? Нет. Я думал, я не умру, если прыгну со скалы. Так, прекрасно. Мы практически справились. Мы практически освоили быстрый спуск со скалы. Так, все окей. Остается надеяться, то, что непредвиденных жучар здесь не будет сейчас, которых я уже победил. О, вроде все чисто. Ей.
Why would I need a piece of toast? I suppose that's where it goes.
Could it be? A visitor? Oh! Ah! Ooh! Ah! The name's Richard Jackdaw. I was a student, just like you, about a century ago. How in the world did you find this place?
A house elf named Scrope sent me. Said I might find a black family ring here.
Ah. Sorry to say, I sold the ring a long time ago. Poor Scrope. Still holds a candle for Apollonia, I reckon. Can't say I blame him. I stole all these treasures just to impress her. Alas, 'twas to no avail. I thought a secret map I pilfered from Peeves would pique her interest. But she simply rolled her eyes. What would I want with yellowed old pages torn from a book? Not my finest moment.
I must insist that you give them to me at once.
They're not here. I thought if Apollonia wasn't interested in the map on the pages, perhaps it would lead to something that would intrigue her. So, I followed the map to what I can only describe as an enchanted cave of some kind. And you see what happened next? Here's an idea. Why don't you meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll show you where to find the pages?
Так, ну мне хочется узнать, как ему удалось украсть у Пивза
How is it
что-то.
possible to steal from Peeves? A poltergeist?
I didn't steal the pages from his ghostly form. I merely found them in his wake of destruction. He has a penchant for wrecking things. Books, bottles, suits of armor, whatever's sure to cause the most chaos. He dropped them after a particularly aggressive romp through the library.
Зачем
Why
гренка?
did I need the toast to get in here?
Oh, that was Apollonia's idea. Seems some squids love toast. They should have taught you that at Hogwarts.
Так.
I think I could guess how you died, but who did it to you?
I was having a look around when I suddenly sensed a refreshing breeze. After that, I felt, well, lightheaded. That's all I remember. Hence, if you do visit the cave, be prepared. I can't tell you what for specifically, but you seem a perceptive sort. Beware a light breeze.
I suppose if that's the only way for me to get those pages, I'll meet you at the forest.
I'm sure the pages are still tucked in my waistcoat. If you don't mind the sight of a, well, my decapitated skeleton, they're yours for the taking.
Revelio. A map. It doesn't appear to be connected to the missing pages. Best hang on to it for now.
А зачем сделали такую анимацию плавания с одной рукой, если даже колдовать нельзя? Странно. Ну да ладно. Скроуп, твое кольцо продали.
Hello, Scrope. Thanks to you, I was able to enter Apollonia's grotto. The toast was the key. I met a ghost there, Richard Jackdaw, who's agreed to lead me to the pages I've been looking for.
That boy was never good enough for Apollonia. Oh, what of the Black family ring?
I'm sorry to say that Jackdaw sold it long ago.
Sad news indeed. Scrope shall need to think of another way to impress the headmaster. Well, Scrope takes some consolation in knowing that the young Slytherin found what they needed.
I did. Thank you again, Scrope. You're a credit to House Elves.
Пуф, исчез.
This looks intriguing.
Ничего любопытного, тут один сундук и все.
Revelio.
Изображен лук куда-то. И больше ничего.
Revelio.
Так, запретный лес вообще там в другой стороне. А что мне быстрее переместиться проще, просто проще.
What about unspeakables? Don't you find it strange that no one knows what they actually do?
My mum wanted me to be a nurse at St. Mungo's, following her footsteps.
Seems every career is connected to the ministry in some way.
Do you think the Ashwinders would take me?
Господи. Что это только что было за это движение? Павуки. Обезоружьте врага. Если я сейчас ослабление заюзаю. То есть я могу заранее просто сделать. Ну, пойдем поохотимся.
Incendio. Levioso.
То есть они просто на меня напали. Сейчас они вылупились. С того, что я подошел очень близко.
Incendio.
Что ты? Все, забагался?
Not my fault you're a deadly great spider. Incendio.
Вот я типа зачистил, да? Ну, вот иконка все еще остается. Типа. Или это бесконечно можно приходить и фармить их? Просто ради приколов того, что убиваешь паучков, да? Дуэльные уловки выполнить. Ага. Это испытание. Понятно, понятно.
These rocks have seen better days.
Ждать, а можно не ждать там. Получить понимание, в какое время он там придет.
It always takes longer.
tell you what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we could bring this to Dallas and the pens at Hogwarts.
One less poacher in the wizarding world.
Что-то у меня не было дикого желания с ними возиться. Больше грибочки нравится собирать. Особенно из-за их звука. О! Он же галочку получил, правильно? Я только что одну из дворняк превратил в овцу же, я прав, да? Хах. А где она? Жалко, что она не бегает или не приручилась ко мне. Не стала моей ручной козой.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Ты уж постарайся себя вести осторожнее. Выдающийся янтарный плащ. Ну, посмотрим, чем он выдающийся. Ну, выглядит неплохо. Довольно-таки неплохо выглядит. Это птица какая-то была. Ну, опять ждать. Ну, я пробегал. А, надо было вечером прийти.
We meet again, Richard Jackdaw.
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised to see you. It took the cunning of a Slytherin to track down these pages.
Well said. Now, where do we go from here?
Follow me. I shall lead you as far as I can, but I fear I may remain a tad reluctant to revisit the scene of my demise. Keep your eyes open for a bird bath. When you find it, say intramuros. I think it's Latin. or Greek? As you can imagine, I never paid much attention in school. Shall we?
Aside from the bird bath, anything else I should look?
Indeed. A few landmarks, a stone bridge, a waterfall, and, if I recall, a lake. You'll see.
You've been very helpful. Thank you.
Surprising how much of this is, rather unfortunately, coming back to me. Yes. You know, the closer we get, the more I'm remembering. Probably best I leave you to it. Simply stick to the path and keep a sharp eye out for that bird bath. Adieu. Is that Latin? Or Greek?
О, Господи. А.
Nothing to do now, but incendiary.
Я немножко испугался. Вроде как нормально. Живу. Не так уж и страшно было это все. Подумаешь, какой-то огромный паук был, который мог меня сожрать. Это же мелочи, правильно? Пушинка. Пушинка мальчик, пушинка девочка. Зачем они пол показывают? Пушинок. Я смогу с ними как-то взаимодействовать потом?
Something oddly solemn about this place. Such regal creatures, stags.
Так это что ж самое, то самое озеро, где Гарри Поттер прогонял дементоров.
There it is, just as Jackdaw described. Revelio. Intramuros.
Aren't you a little far from home?
Renrock knew you'd eventually lead us to whatever it is you're hiding. But
You look tired.
that was pitiful. No, that's
Why can't I hit you? I will make you.
Incendio.
Получай.
It was almost
Что?
too easy.
Что? Как? Он же даже не использовал отражение заклинания. Как меня оно отскочило обратно? Блин. Я что-то даже был просто не готов. Потому что мне придется сейчас драться.
Aren't you a little far from home?
Renrock knew you'd eventually lead us to whatever it is you're hiding. But
Seems your artist in this and told us you're very weak.
Incendio.
Accio. I won't rest until you're dead. Get accustomed to that.
I suppose loyalists will report back to Renrock now. Let's see where Jackdaw has led me.
Ну, если они здесь оказались, ну, значит, Renrock-то тоже должен узнать резко. В том, то, что его челиков побили.
I wonder how big this place is. I can shoot the symbol, but it doesn't stay lit for long. Impressive. That must be where all this leads. Someone didn't want casual visitors down here. Revelio.
За что любить случайных гостей?
I wonder if any of these spells might be through this. Expelliarmus. Leviosa. Accio. Incendio. Leviosa. Expelliarmus.
Ну, блин, я хотел на самом деле попробовать как-то... Смотри, как оно работает. На самом деле. Типа, вот если он на меня там начинает нападать, то, может быть, я могу экспеллиармусом сбить его полностью. И тогда там удар не пройдет, например.
I'm not gonna touch those.
Incendio. Expelliarmus. Incendio.
Все?
Incendio.
Это типа бомбочка была. Бум. Бомбочка. О, здесь какой-то сундук есть. Перчатки с шахматным рисунком. Ну, давайте побежим туда. Сзади меня еще.
Cursed fiends. Another puzzle. Well, if Jackdaw could solve this, so can I. Perhaps the next symbol is hidden somewhere.
Где-то еще одна.
Oh, behind the rock. There's the symbol.
А символ вот там за камнем.
Revelio.
Понял, принял. Я еще вернусь.
Platform ought to be able to float straight to me.
Expelliarmus. Incendio. Furioso.
An untouched chest. Jackdaw wasn't very thorough in his search of this cave.
Нормально так предъявил призраку. За то, что тот не умеет обыскивать пещеры.
I'm glad Richard Jackdaw left a little something behind for me, but where could he be?
А, я теперь... Блин. Взять вот так вот и условно... Ну, почему он не восстанавливает? Ну ладно. Не хотите, как хотите. Мое дело предложить, ваше отказывать. Так. Вот там больше делать нечего. Побежали, побежали. Грибочки обязательно по пути собираем. Я слышал каких-то паучков. О, ползут, ползут.
Not a headless skeleton in sight. But I may as well help myself to this.
Так. Я ж правильно иду, правильно? Ну да. Я всего лишь просто маленький крюк сделал.
It's a good thing Jackdaw didn't fall down there.
Капуста моя любовь. Это просто великолепно. Помимо того, что это выглядит забавно, так это еще и очень сильно.
An untouched chest. Jackdaw wasn't very thorough in his search of this cave.
Ей, паутина сгорела вся. Ну, надеюсь, что у меня будут какие-то заклинания, что я туда смогу попасть.
I'm glad Richard Jackdaw left a little something behind for me.
И чё, 2 заскриптованные фразы на каждый сундук, который я здесь найду?
Revelio. Reparo.
Ну, это явно должно с репара фикситься. Раз вы не подсвечиваете это.
That's odd. I'd have thought Jackdaw would have been interested in this loot, but there's no sign of him.
Что, может в этот раз репары заработают?
Reparo. Not a headless skeleton in sight. But I may as well help myself to this.
Так, снаряжение. Длинное пальто с драконом. И оно закрыто ключиком. Хах. А что у меня сейчас на шее? Серебристый шарф. Я думал, мусорный пакет какой-то.
Revelio. There it is. The bridge, it's almost complete. More spiders. These can't be what beheaded Richard Jackdaw.
Incendio. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Incendio.
Победитель.
That came none too soon. Ugh.
Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
Farewell, monster. I can only imagine how these spiders have multiplied since Jackdaw came this way.
Эй. Понятно.
I'm glad Richard Jackdaw left a little something behind him, but where could he be? Must be getting closer to Jackdaw's remains and those pages. We meet again, Richard Jackdaw. Thank you for keeping these pages safe all these years. Here it is, the map that brought your doom, Jackdaw. Is there something beyond this room?
Скажите, теперь еще против двух, да, поделись. Ну, одного мы сразу вырубим. А, это удобно.
But that's unnerving. What's happening? I've seen this before. In Gringotts and the restricted section. Where am I? Oh no, the room's starting to flood. How am I being protected? What sort of magic is this? I can only hope this magic protects me until I'm able to make my way out of here. What is this place?
Осмотримся. И заходим.
Can it be?
It's you.
Has someone finally found our map chamber?
I recognize you from the Pensives. You're Professor Rackham.
I am indeed. I must confess that I am surprised to see someone so young standing before me.
I'm the same age that you and Isadora Morganach were when you started at Hogwarts.
You've paid attention, and might I presume you share our ability?
To see traces of ancient magic? Yes, sir, I do.
As you have likely realized by now, our ability gives us a unique relationship with all forms of magic. We can access expressions of magic that few others can. Opportunities will arise that allow you to sharpen this rare talent. Do not squander them.
I won't, Professor. Thank you.
We have much to discuss. But first, a map found in a certain book led you here. Place the book on the pedestal.
I don't have the book with me, sir.
That is unfortunate. I'm afraid we must pause our conversation until you return with the book.
The statues and carvings in the house on the cliffside, those are of you. Are you a seer?
I am.
Did you know that I would be here?
I cannot say more at present, except to say that your presence here does not entirely surprise me.
I'm a bit confused, sir. Why is this room called the map chamber?
I assure you that all will be clear once the book has been placed on the pedestal.
Very well. I'll retrieve the book right away.
Good. We shall speak again once the book is in place.
Ваша связь с древней магией открывает таланты. При каждом новом уровне вы получаете одного очко таланта. Очки талантов, которые вы можете использовать в соответствующем меню в вашем руководстве. Местная знаменитость. Темное искусство. Так, заклинание. Ключевые. Ага. Вручая комнату не так интересно, потому что у меня ее еще нету. Так что я в ключевом потрачу вот в это.
I found the pages and the map chamber. Why would I need the book?
Off on another adventure, are we?
Интересно, а где я сейчас появлюсь? А, я появился в Хогвартсе. Это то самое место, куда я ходил и смотрел в прошлом стриме.
I'm back at Hogwarts. I wonder when Professor Fig will be back. I did promise him I wouldn't neglect my studies while he was away. Suppose I have enough to distract myself with till he returns with the book.
Шкафчик, ну давай, шкафчик.
You need to learn the pulso, the banishing charm. Useful for pushing objects or adversaries away. Complete the required tasks and meet me in my classroom.
Revelio.
Так, а что ты мне хочешь сказать? О, полета на метле. Все. Идем летать на метлах. Блин, как же неудобно. О, тут уже все готово, чтобы я изучил метла.
Everybody grab a broom and we shall get started. Mr. Clopton, your attention, please.
Sorry, Madam Kagawa.
Everyone, please welcome a new student to our flying class.
Welcome.
Hello. The goal of today is to remind all of you how to maneuver on a broomstick safely, as broom flight is, first and foremost, a means of transportation.
This, I fear, some of you have forgotten.
Diving, rolling, and loop-the-loops will not be taught or in fact tolerated in this class. We'll leave that to professional Quidditch players, like the Toyohashi Tengu. Not a fan, I take it? Now, let's see how well everyone kept up with their practice over the summer holidays. For those who need a refresher, step up to your broom, say up firmly and clearly, then kick your leg over and rest your weight on the seat. Up! Thank you. Now, your turn.
Up!
Up!
Up, you stupid ratty school broom!
Up!
One leg over, so there's a leg on each side. None of that side saddle nonsense. A gust of wind will throw you right off. And if you hear my whistle while you're in flight, ground yourself at once. Good. Now, for your first lesson, fly through each ring in the courtyard. Do take care. The brooms are school property. I want them returned in one piece.
I think I'm getting the hang of this.
Yes. Good. And lean. Well done. Now that you're acclimatized to your broom, let's see how well you manage with a more advanced exercise, shall we? This next set of rings will take you around the grounds for more of a challenge.
What a view!
Hello! Nice day for a flight!
Made it! Oh, did anyone else see that?
Oh, the old boathouse. Wish you could have experienced crossing the lake as a first year. Whoa, our aquatic resident likes to make an appearance once in a while.
Ha! Good. I've got this.
I say, I watched you fly through those rings. You seem to handle yourself on that dusty school broom well enough. I'd imagine you're ready for something a bit more challenging. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We haven't properly met. I'm Everett Clopton. Am I right in suspecting that a Slytherin like you might be interested in making an escape from class?
Can't say no to that. What did you have in mind?
A bit of a detour, so to speak. Follow me. The tour is about to begin. Follow closely now. Right now, we're flying over the Transfiguration Courtyard. Lovely as ever. Let's hope the headmaster isn't having tea by the window today. Nice to get above it all, isn't it? Ahead of the gardens, the Hufflepuff common room windows just peek out. Bit claustrophobic for my taste.
How is Everett flying so quickly?
Here's something handy to know. Lean forward for a burst of speed. Helpful if you need to escape a tricky situation.
Now that's more like it.
You sure you're not part hippogriff? There's the famous bridge. Think of all the magic holding it up. I mean, look at it. And Meowlery. That's a bit of solid architecture, isn't it?
Flying tips and a jaunt around Hogwarts. This is quite the tour, Everett.
That's Kagawa's whistle. This concludes our tour. Let's hurry back. Better hurry and hand in our brooms. Dismount here. And where have you two been? Oh, hello, Professor. We were trying to get a bit of extra practice in.
Hefty points will be taken from each of you for not following my instructions. Mr. Clopton, I'm disappointed in you. You're in this class because you're still not showing yourself, or frankly, your broom the proper respect.
But, Professor...
Enough. Class is finished for the day. As for you, you do well to use better judgment in the future. Chin up. That was some rather good flying.
Sorry about that business with Kagawa, but you have to admit, those views were worth it.
It was worth losing a few house points for that detour.
You seem at home on a broom. Bet if you had a fancy model, you could fly laps around Imelda. She's Kagawa's favorite. I could show her a thing or two if I had my own broom. Hate having to return the school broom after class.
Perhaps I have to purchase a broom then?
If you can, you should. Wish I could. I recommend visiting Albie Weeks at Spintwitches in Hogsmeade. He's always looking to test new models. I'll keep an eye out for you in the sky.
Ей, метлы! Скоро на гиппогрифе еще даже, наверное, начну разрешать летать. Фух. Ну, на сегодня это все. Продолжим в следующий раз.